You will be amazed at the opportunities and possibilities that come up for you if you just shift your thinking from those of limitations to those of opportunities. Welcome to the Midlife Reinvention Podcast, a podcast helping women in career and life transitions achieve clarity on their next steps so they can transform uncertainty into an energizing next chapter. I'm your host, Kavita Ahuja, and the founder of It's My Time Now Coaching. If you're wondering what's next in your career or life, you are in the right place. Through solo and guest episodes, you'll gain practical tips, tools, and inspiration to help you uncover blocks, gain confidence, and be, do, and have what you want. I rediscovered myself after the age of 50, and I know you can too. It's my time now to help you do just that. I'm so excited you're here. Let's dive in. Have you ever wondered how deeply ingrained beliefs from your past might be holding you back from reaching your true potential? Many of us struggle with limiting beliefs that stifle our progress and keep us from achieving our dreams. This next podcast episode dives into how you can identify and overcome these internal blocks and how you can transform your mindset in the process. In this episode, you will discover practical techniques to recognize and challenge your limiting beliefs. You will learn how to replace negative thoughts with empowering affirmations, and you will understand how shifting your mindset can open up new opportunities, which can lead to personal and professional growth. So hit play now, my friend, to start breaking free from the beliefs that are holding you back and start living a powerful and positive life. Welcome to another episode of the Midlife Reinvention Podcast. I hope you're really settling well into a beautiful June, my friend, wherever you may be. This past weekend was extra special for many as we celebrated Father's Day. And whether your dad is here or not, I hope it gave you some pause to think about the special person in your life. Many of you have heard me speak about my father, and I'm blessed to have him in my life, for he has taught me the power of perseverance and love and resilience, among so many other things. So thanks, Dad, and happy Father's Day to you. We also celebrated with good friends this last weekend as their beautiful daughter got married, and we met so many good friends and were able to witness really a whole new love and start to a whole new life together. As we take these moments in life to celebrate and reflect, I was thinking about a few things, and mostly is that I encourage you to not only celebrate one another on special occasions, but every day. You never know what is going to happen tomorrow. So as we rush through the busyness of our lives, I just wanted to give you a small reminder to pause, reflect, and give yourself gratitude for all that you have. So who are you most grateful for as you pause for this moment? And how have you told them how much they mean to you? Why or why not? Today, I'm going to continue from my past mini episodes where we discussed obstacles or energy blocks, or things that stop the flow of positive energy. I'll be discussing the fourth main type of block here today, which are called limiting beliefs. To review, inner blocks are just that, blocks that we place on ourselves. And they can be categorized in 4 ways, and I have discussed the first 3 in the past episodes. If you missed them, be sure to go back and review. Episode 16 of season 4 is where I discuss your inner critics or gremlins. And episode 17 of season 4, I discuss your assumptions and interpretations. So go back to those for review if you'd like before I get into the fourth one here. So the fourth major type of blocks, as I mentioned, are limiting beliefs. And these are generalizations or stereotypes, or an idea that you've learned and accepted about yourself, about the world, or about other people that limits you in some way. You can think of them as external beliefs that are taken as truth. These beliefs could come from your childhood or from society that you kind of accept as about yourself. For example, limiting belief in society could be that a woman can never become president. And when you accept these external beliefs as truths, you block the positive energy towards achieving your goals. So, by addressing and releasing some of these limiting beliefs, we can begin to the positive flow of energy towards your goals. If you believe that you will not be able to accomplish a goal, then you're more than likely not to put in the effort to achieve that goal. Most of us accept limiting beliefs as true because we have learned it from someone else. Another example of a limiting belief in history was the ability to run a 4-minute mile. At one time, everyone thought that it was impossible to run a mile in under 4 minutes. Roger Bannister shattered that belief with his time of 3.59 minutes. 2 months later, another runner eclipsed the 4-minute mark. So the floodgates were now open, all because Roger shattered the prevailing limiting belief of the day. One of my limiting beliefs that has come from my childhood is that money is hard to come by. Probably as a result of my parents immigrating to Canada and seeing them work so hard for money, this belief was instilled in me. In fact, this was a limiting belief of scarcity, that I could not expect abundance to flow to me unless I did A, B, or C. And so I chose a stable career and a stable source of income. Now, when I ask myself, how true is that belief really? And I look at where this belief has come from, I realize it was truly limiting. I often think about how my life would have been different if I believed in the flow of abundance rather than scarcity. Would I have pursued my own business earlier, for example? Or what else could have been transpired if I did not have that limiting belief in my head? Once you start shifting your limiting beliefs, you can really begin to see what is possible for you in your life moving forward. So think about some of the beliefs which may have originated from childhood or from your society, which you have taken as truth. Perhaps these show up in your workplace with beliefs such as, I could never be a good public speaker, or I don't have what it takes to be a great leader, or I could never get that promotion because I could never be at that level. These types of beliefs come from a place of fear, and everyone has them. These are perfectly normal. When we build a vision for ourselves, it can be very inspiring, but often people stop short of realizing that vision because they are faced with these types of limiting beliefs that really stop them in their tracks. And there are many things that stop us in our tracks, and one of the main ones is fear. It is how we respond to this fear that makes a difference. According to the philosophy of Stoicism, everything we face in life is an opportunity to respond with these 4 traits: courage, temperance, justice, and wisdom. In fact, modern Stoicism focuses on reframing the mind to not react to what we cannot control. As Marcus Aurelius, who was a great Roman emperor who practiced Stoicism, said, "You have the power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." So, how do we actually remove limiting beliefs from our lives? The first step is really to recognize and acknowledge their presence. Identify and write down your limiting beliefs. Take out a journal right now if you can, or come back to this later and write down all the limiting beliefs that come up in your mind. Again, this may have originated from childhood or from society. For example, it could be, it's not possible for me to make $1 million. Next, I'd like you to write down beside each limiting belief that you have identified, ask yourself these following questions. First, How true is that belief for you, really? Second, where did you learn that from? Third, what evidence do you have to support that belief? If there is any concrete evidence to back up your belief, ask yourself if the thought is coming from fear or the unknown or from a past experience. And then fourth, how would your life be different if you believed in something else? 5, how might that belief limit you? And 6, what might be possible if you were able to shift that belief? So how can you shift that belief? One of the best ways to combat limiting beliefs is to use positive affirmations. Affirmations are sentences that you can repeat to yourself in order to build self-belief. Use positive affirmations to turn self-limiting beliefs into positive self-beliefs. For example, if you're telling yourself you're not good enough for a promotion, reframe that belief by assuming yourself that you are a hard worker and deserve success. This way, you can combat any negative thoughts by making them positive. While this can be done in many forms, saying these out loud to yourself or writing them down really do help to reinforce the belief. So you can use this technique when negative feelings come up or to implement them into your daily routine to prevent the self-limiting beliefs in the first place. Reframing the way you look at challenges can train your mind to see the positives in everyday situations rather than the negatives. This may seem simple, but in reality, it does take practice. And trust me, it does really work. You just take some practice to do it. Often, for example, if I'm about to enter a situation where my limiting beliefs come in, I will often use this positive affirmation. This is what I say to myself. Everything always works out for me. This simple statement, taken with a few very deep breaths, reframes my thoughts to the positive and takes away the fear. Instead, it brings forth positive or anabolic energy, which really allows me to focus on the present and to have more confidence in myself and my abilities. So I'd like you now to take each of these limiting beliefs that you've written down and reframe them into positive affirmations. For example, the limiting belief, I can never be good at public speaking, becomes, I have so many positive things to share that I will be an excellent public speaker. So again, these are some of the ways you can reverse the limiting beliefs that come up for you. Ask yourself, what evidence do you have to support that belief? How would your life be different if you believed something else? How might that belief limit you? And what might be possible if you were able to shift that belief? You will be amazed at the opportunities and possibilities that come up for you if you just shift your thinking from those of limitations to those of opportunities. I'd love to hear from you. What limiting beliefs are stopping you? Where did they come from? And how true are they really? If you'd like further insights into these energy blocks and how to lessen them in your life, you can download my free Negative Energy Blocks guide, which will take you through each of these blocks with follow-up videos to help you overcome them. My wish for you is to recognize how great you really are, how much possibility there is ahead for you, regardless of your age or circumstances. What limits us is largely in our minds, my friend, and by using some of these techniques, we can expand the possibilities for ourselves in countless ways. And don't forget that if you'd like to discuss your particular situation with me, that is what is blocking you from moving forward, you're welcome to book a complimentary consultation with me. I'll be able to provide you insights and guidance from my training and experience to set you on the right path. Just email me at kavita@itsmytimenowcoaching.com and let's get going. Till next time, my friend, I hope you enjoyed this episode and you'll take some of these exercises and implement them into your everyday life. Stay well and stay motivated.